Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen closely to the words I'm about to say because they're not just words, they are a call to action, a declaration, and a challenge. Today, I want you to say to yourself, I will win. You might not see the finish line right now. You might not even know how you're going to get there, but one thing I can promise you is this: if you believe in yourself and if you stay true to your vision, you will win. Too many people out there, too many people like you and me have been told what they can't do. They've been told that their dreams are too big, their goals too far-fetched, and their ambitions too high. But let me tell you something, those who tell you that you can't are the ones who will be left behind. You're not here to follow the path that others have carved out for themselves. No, you're here to carve your own. And when you carve your path, you walk it with purpose, you walk it with conviction, and you walk it knowing that every step is one step closer to winning. I don't care where you come from. I don't care about the obstacles that stand in front of you. I don't care about the doubts you have in your mind. I don't care about the failures you faced or the setbacks that have tried to hold you down. What I care about is what you do next. What I care about is what you believe is possible. Because when you say, I will win, you're not just speaking words, you're making a promise to yourself. And the thing about promises is that they should never be broken. Not to yourself. Not to your dreams, not to your future. Winning doesn't mean that everything will always go your way. Winning doesn't mean that life will hand you everything you want on a silver platter. Winning doesn't mean there won't be hard times, tough moments, or challenges that seem insurmountable. No, winning is about how you respond. Winning is about how you rise when you fall. Winning is about pushing forward, even when the odds are stacked against you. You're going to face challenges. That's a fact. But let me tell you something important. The world doesn't care about your excuses. The world doesn't care about why you can't do something. The world only cares about results. And let me remind you, results are the outcome of effort. Results are the product of persistence. Results come from a commitment to never, ever give up, no matter how many times you get knocked down. Some of you may have had things handed to you in life, but I'm talking to the ones who've had to fight for everything they have. To those who've had to overcome obstacles, break through barriers, and rise from the ashes, this message is for you. This is the path you've chosen. And on this path, there are no shortcuts, no easy way out. You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to sweat, bleed, and sacrifice. But I promise you, it will be worth it. There's a famous saying, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. And let me tell you something, victory doesn't come easy. Victory isn't given to those who wait for it to fall in their lap. Victory belongs to those who grind, who fight, who stay focused, and who never lose sight of their vision. It belongs to the ones who put in the hours when no one is watching, who stay committed, even when it feels like the world is telling them to quit. But here's the thing, you won't win if you're afraid to fail. You can't win if you're scared to make mistakes. You can't win if you let fear of failure hold you back. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. You can't learn without failing. You can't grow without falling down. And you can't win without the strength to rise up every single time you get knocked down. Some of you are walking through life with baggage. You're carrying around the weight of your past mistakes, your regrets, your fears, and your doubts. But I want you to hear me when I say this, you don't have to carry that baggage anymore. It's holding you back. It's weighing you down. And it's stopping you from being the person you were always meant to be. You see, your past does not define you. Your mistakes do not determine your future. The failures you've experienced don't have to be the story of your life. The story of your life is still being written. And you, my friend, are the author. You have the power to change the narrative. You have the power to rewrite your future. But first, you have to let go of everything that's holding you back. You have to forgive yourself. You have to believe that you are worthy of success. You have to believe that you are worthy of winning. Now, I know some of you are sitting there thinking, I don't have what it takes, or I've tried before and failed. I've got news for you. Everyone who has ever succeeded has faced doubt. Everyone who has ever reached the top has had to fight through their fears. The difference is they didn't stop. They didn't quit. And they didn't let their past determine their future. They believed in themselves when nobody else did. They stayed hungry when everyone else was satisfied. And they worked harder than anyone thought was possible. That's what it takes. It takes belief. It takes faith in yourself, even when nobody else believes. It takes showing up every single day, even when you feel like giving up. It takes fighting for your dreams like they're the only thing that matters. And when you do that, when you refuse to let anything or anyone stop you, that's when you win. But here's the thing, winning doesn't just happen overnight. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens through consistent action. It happens through relentless effort. It happens by showing up day after day, no matter how tough it gets. And let me tell you something, the tougher it gets, the closer you are to your breakthrough, the harder the fight, the bigger the victory. You have to keep pushing when you don't see the results. You have to keep grinding when the world is telling you to quit. You have to keep going when everything in you says, I can't, because the truth is you can, you will. And you're going to prove it to yourself. When you say, I will win, you're not just declaring a future event. You're making a commitment. You're making a promise to yourself that no matter what happens, no matter how difficult it gets, you will continue to move forward. You will stay the course. You will do whatever it takes to win. And when the going gets tough, you won't fold. You won't break. You won't quit. You will fight. You will win. Now, I know the journey ahead won't always be easy. There will be days when you feel tired, days when you feel like giving up, days when the weight of the world feels like it's crushing you, but that's when you dig deeper. That's when you find out who you really are. That's when you show yourself in the world that you're not just a dreamer, you're a fighter. And when you're a fighter, you never stop. You never back down. You never give in. And when you keep going, you keep winning. So today, right now, I want you to make a promise to yourself. No more excuses. No more waiting for the right time. No more second guessing. You're not here to play small. You're here to win. You're here to claim what's rightfully yours. You're here to make your mark. And when you make that promise, when you decide that winning is non-negotiable, you will start to see everything change. Because winning isn't just about reaching a destination. Winning is a mindset. It's the attitude you carry with you every single day. It's about waking up with purpose. It's about staying focused on your goals. It's about pushing forward when the world tells you to stop. And when you live your life with that mindset, when you live your life as though winning is the only option, the world will have no choice but to give you what you deserve. So let me ask you this, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you can win? Because I believe in you. And when you start to believe in yourself, when you start to trust that your potential is greater than any challenge, any setback, or any failure, you will win. And mark my words, when you do, it will be worth every ounce of sweat, every tear, every struggle. Because the victory, when it comes, will be yours. And nobody can take that away from you. So now, stand tall, look ahead, and say it with me, I will win, and then get to work. Because your victory is waiting. The foundation of winning is believing in your own potential. The speech emphasizes the importance of self-belief, especially when others may doubt you or when faced with challenges. You must trust that you are capable of achieving your goals, no matter the obstacles. Winning is not about avoiding failure or smooth paths, but about pushing through tough times. The speech highlights that setbacks and failures are part of the journey, and success comes from getting up and continuing forward no matter how many times you fall. Success comes from relentless effort and consistent action. The speech stresses the importance of staying committed to your vision and goals, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Victory is earned through hard work and determination. To win, you must not let past mistakes, regrets, or failures define you. The speech encourages letting go of baggage and forgiving yourself, recognizing that your future is shaped by what you do today, not what you've done in the past. Winning is a mindset, not just a destination. The speech calls for adopting a winner's mentality, where you approach every challenge with the attitude that you will overcome it. It's about embracing your inner strength, fighting for your dreams, and staying focused on your goals regardless of external circumstances. Belief in yourself is the bedrock of all success. Without belief, you're essentially setting yourself up to fail before you even take the first step. Belief is the spark that ignites the fire within you. It's the invisible force that pushes you forward when the path ahead seems unclear. It's the conviction in your heart that you can achieve what you set out to do, even when everything around you tells you otherwise. Belief in yourself is not a luxury or an afterthought, it's a necessity. It's the foundation of every single successful individual, every entrepreneur, every athlete, every artist, and every dreamer who has ever achieved something great. Think about it for a moment. The most successful people you know, the ones who have overcome the greatest challenges, the ones who have reached the highest heights, they all had one thing in common before they succeeded: they believed in themselves. Long before they became the experts, the leaders, the trailblazers they are today, they had to believe in their potential. They had to see something in themselves that no one else could see. That belief didn't come from the world around them, it came from within. It came from the deep knowledge that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many obstacles they encounter, they are capable of achieving greatness. Now, for many of us, belief in ourselves isn't always natural. It's not something that just shows up the moment we need it. It's something that has to be nurtured, developed, and fought for. Believing in yourself means you have to silence the voices in your head that tell you you can't. Or you're not good enough. It means you have to ignore the negative people around you who doubt your abilities. It means you have to recognize that self-doubt is not your truth, and that the limitations others try to place on you don't define your destiny. You are the only one who can choose your path. No one else can do that for you. The journey to truly believing in yourself begins with recognizing your worth. You have to understand that you are not defined by your failures or by your shortcomings. Every person has experienced setbacks. No one is immune to failure. What separates those who succeed from those who give up is the belief that failure is not final. It is merely a stepping stone, an opportunity to learn and grow. When you believe in yourself, you understand that failure is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It's an essential part of the journey to success. Belief in yourself also means you trust your instincts. We all have an inner voice, a sense of intuition that guides us. But too often we ignore it. We second guess ourselves. We listen to the doubters around us. We seek validation from the outside world, thinking that we need approval before we can move forward. But when you believe in yourself, you trust that inner voice. You trust that inner voice. You trust that you have the answers you need within you. You trust that the path you're on, while it may be uncertain at times, is the right one for you. Even when the road ahead is unclear, that belief in yourself provides the courage to take the next step. You have to realize that the journey of self-belief is not a one-time event, but a daily practice. It's something you have to reaffirm to yourself every single day. Life will challenge you in ways you never expected. There will be days when you feel like quitting, days when you wonder if it's all worth it. But in those moments, your belief in yourself is what will keep you going. It's what will push you to take that extra step, even when you're tired. It's what will allow you to fight through adversity. It's what will help you overcome the self-doubt that creeps in during the hardest moments of your journey. Another important aspect of believing in yourself is recognizing the power of your thoughts. Our thoughts shape our reality. What you think about yourself influences how you act, how you feel, and ultimately what you achieve. If you think you can't do something, you'll act like you can't do it. If you think you're not worthy, you won't put yourself in situations that will help you grow. But when you change your mindset and start thinking positively, when you start thinking about your potential instead of your limitations, you begin to shift the course of your life. Your thoughts become a reflection of your belief in yourself. There is no limit to what you can achieve once you start believing in yourself. The moment you stop doubting your abilities is the moment your world starts to change. Doors that seem closed begin to open. Opportunities that once felt out of reach suddenly feel possible. The confidence that comes from self-belief gives you the strength to face challenges head on. It gives you the courage to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone, and to do things you never thought possible. And once you see the results of that confidence, once you start achieving things you never thought you could achieve, you'll find that your belief in yourself only grows stronger. It's a self-fulfilling cycle. The more you believe in yourself, the more you achieve. The more you achieve, the more you believe in yourself. But this isn't always easy. Life has a way of testing our belief in ourselves. It will throw challenges our way that make us question our worth, our abilities, and our purpose. It will throw people into our lives who try to bring us down, who try to make us doubt ourselves. But you have to realize that those challenges are just part of the process. They are not there to defeat you. They are there to help you grow. They are there to show you just how strong you really are. They are there to help you build the resilience, the strength, and the character you need to keep moving forward. When you face setbacks or criticism, remind yourself of this: other people's opinions of you are not your reality. Their limitations are not yours. Just because someone else doesn't see your potential doesn't mean that you don't have it. Just because someone else tells you that you can't doesn't mean that you won't. Believe in your own vision, in your own path, and trust that your journey is unique to you. The world is full of doubters and naysayers, but they are not the ones who are going to define your success. You are. You have the power to determine how far you go and what you achieve, and that begins with believing in yourself. To believe in yourself is to take ownership of your life. It's about recognizing that you are responsible for your future. You cannot wait for someone else to come along and give you permission to succeed. You cannot wait for someone to tell you that you're good enough. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to step up and give your best. You owe it to yourself to chase your dreams and to go after what you want, even when it feels hard, even when the odds seem against you. Belief in yourself also means embracing your unique strengths and qualities. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop looking at someone else's success and thinking that their path is the right one for you. Your journey is yours alone. Your experiences, your skills, and your passion are what set you apart from everyone else. The more you embrace who you are, the more you'll find the confidence to step into your power and go after what you truly want. No one else can do what you do in the way you do it. That's your superpower. And when you start to truly believe in yourself, you start to recognize just how powerful that is. One of the most powerful things you can do is to surround yourself with people who believe in you. Find those who lift you up, who see your potential, and who encourage you when you start to doubt yourself. But even more importantly, be the person who believes in others. When you lift others up, when you encourage them to believe in themselves, you strengthen your own belief in yourself. Success is not just about what you achieve, it's about how you inspire others along the way. And when you inspire others, it reinforces the belief that you are capable of greatness. The truth is, your belief in yourself is the most powerful tool you have. It's the thing that will carry you through the darkest times and push you forward when everything else feels uncertain. The world may not always believe in you, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that you believe in yourself. What matters is that you keep going no matter what. Your belief is what will turn your dreams into reality. And when you start to believe in yourself, the world will start to believe in you too. Perseverance through adversity is one of the most important qualities anyone can develop. Life is not easy. It doesn't care about your dreams, your plans, or your hopes. It has a way of throwing obstacles, challenges, and hardships in front of you that can seem insurmountable. But the ability to persevere through these tough times is what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. It is through the hardest of times that true growth, transformation, and achievement occur. Perseverance is the silent force that keeps you moving forward when everything else seems to be pulling you backward. There are moments in life when you're going to feel like giving up. There will be times when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you, when your dreams seem out of reach, and when everything you've worked for feels like it's slipping away. But perseverance is what gets you through those moments. It's the quiet, unshakable belief that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. It's the inner strength that pushes you forward, even when there is no visible sign of progress. When you're facing adversity, it's easy to get discouraged. You might start questioning your decisions, doubting your abilities, and wondering if the struggle is even worth it. But let me remind you of something: adversity is a part of the journey. It's not something to avoid or fear, but something to embrace. Because adversity has a way of shaping you, of refining you. It is through adversity that we become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. It is the fire that forges greatness. Without it, you wouldn't learn the lessons necessary to succeed. You wouldn't develop the tenacity, the grit, and the patience that will serve you when the road gets tough. Think about the people who have achieved great things in history. The leaders, the innovators, the visionaries, they didn't get to where they are by avoiding adversity. No, they got there by confronting it head on, by refusing to let it stop them. They faced setbacks, failures, and disappointments just like everyone else, but they kept moving forward. They didn't allow the hardships to define them or to dictate their future. They understood that adversity is not the end of the story, it's just the middle. And it is through perseverance that the ending becomes a triumphant one. It's important to understand that perseverance is not about brute force. It's not about pushing through with mindless determination, ignoring your limits, and running yourself into the ground. True perseverance is about endurance. It's about pacing yourself for the long haul, understanding that the road to success is rarely straight or easy. It's about knowing that progress takes time and that setbacks are simply opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Perseverance is about taking one step at a time, even when the next step seems unclear or daunting. There will be times when you feel like everything is falling apart. The weight of the challenges you face might seem impossible to bear. You might wonder how much more you can take. But here's the thing, you are stronger than you think. Your capacity to endure hardship and rise above it is greater than you realize. When you push through adversity, you tap into a strength within you that you never knew existed. You uncover resources of resilience and determination that carry you through the toughest of times. You start to understand that the real strength is not in avoiding the storm, but in learning how to weather it. Every challenge you face, every moment of difficulty is an opportunity for growth. It is the adversity that tests your limits, but it is also the adversity that reveals your true potential.